Hello, Andre. Will you teach me how to code? I'll do anything.
Dear,
Steel?
first wash all the car, then wax. Wax.
Wait, why do I have to wash all the car?
Remember, dear, no question.
Yeah, but
Right. Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off. Breathe in through nose, out the mouth. Wax on, wax off. Don't forget to breathe. Very important. Wax on, wax off.
Hello and welcome to Ceazor Snack Sandwich. Today we're on Ethereum taking a look at one of Andre Cronje's brainchildren. It's called the KEEP3R Network and it's currently live and functioning completely. Now, the main purpose of this protocol is to give out dirty jobs to people who are willing to do them. Now, I think there are two main reasons why he produced this protocol. The first one being the obvious, where he doesn't have to do the mundane jobs that need to be done. And secondly, to give new developers a chance to get their feet wet and learn a little bit about smart contracts. So, without any more, let's get into it and let's see what the KEEP3R Network is. So here we are on the KEEP3R Network website. It's KEEP3R Network up here. I'll have all the links in the description below. Now this is a fully functional protocol, as I mentioned before, and the purpose of this is to give out jobs to other people. Now, in order to understand this, you have to understand a little bit about how Ethereum works. Ethereum is full of smart contracts, which I'm sure people have heard of, but the smart contracts, although they are smart, they're not very good at doing their own things. So they can't do things automatically. This is a very understatement, but for the most part, the contracts can't perform functions by themselves. They have the options for functions written into the contracts, but someone actually has to initiate those functions. So there has to be a person, or at least like a robot or something, to actually do those functions. So what kind of functions am I talking about? So I'm going to swing over to the Yearn governance.finance, and here you see I have staked some YFI tokens, and I've earned $4 in YFI tokens. Now, if I wanted to gain these rewards, I would have to claim them. So I am actually a physical person clicking this button, initiating the function to claim these tokens. Things don't tend to happen by themselves on Ethereum. You need to have interaction with the smart contract in order for things to change. Okay? So what the KEEP3R Network's goal is to give these jobs out to other people. So maybe I want someone to, every once in a while, claim these rewards for me. I could put a KEEP3R contract up here and someone could figure out the best way to do that so that they could get the same amount of pay but do less work. So usually they will design some robotic bot that just does the work for you, and they get paid in KEEP3R tokens. So these KEEP3R tokens are the way that they get paid. So it's all like, every job will be different and so forth. But I'll explain this a lot more when I get into my drawing, which I like to use to explain the flow of things. So this is just a general idea right now, but I will talk about, I will open up one of my images here and go through this and explain it step by step. So I've gone ahead and connected my wallet to the KEEP3R Network here, and we can see that I have no KEEP3R tokens and no KEEP3R bonded tokens, but this is where I would bond them and unbond them if I did have them. I have completed 0 jobs because I'm not a coder and I'm not capable of doing this. Over here we see the current list of active jobs that are ready to be done. People can come in here and do them. You can see the total credits here. This is basically the amount of KEEP3R tokens that have been put to this job that can be farmed by doing the job. So let's choose one of them and take a look inside. Let's just do the Hedgic one. As you can see, this is what's the description of the job. If you can read this and understand this and be able to do this, then you're in the right place. If not, you're like me and you're just looking at, pretty much gibberish. But I still thought it would be important to share it with you. So back here, Currently there are 8 jobs in here, and the people who create these jobs, they put these keeper tokens in here to be farmed. So one keeper token is currently worth about $215 or so, maybe plus or minus a few. And when they run out of these tokens, then basically they will be able to decide whether or not they want to redo the job or change the job and make a new one. Okay, so that pretty much covers this platform, this part of the platform, as a quick little look inside. So if you really want to know a lot, they do have a full docs page. Like I said, it's a fully functional protocol, so they have a full docs page. And if you're planning on using this, I suggest you read everything here fully and completely. I'm just giving investors an idea of what the Keeper network is, in case they're deciding if they want or do not want to buy the Keeper token. So let's swing over to my flowchart and I will talk you through it so you can better understand what's going on. So here we are at my flowchart, and let me start with explaining what is all this stuff up here. This is a Yearn developer, a strategist who has created a vault. So inside here there are all these little arrows, all these little actions to be performed. Some of these actions are automatic, but most of them require a interaction with a smart contract. For example, here there's sushi rewards that need to be claimed, and then they need to be sold. So a lot of these things will require an actual initiation or like I said, an interaction with the smart contract. Now the developer tests this and runs it and makes sure everything's working fine, and then he decides, oh, I want to do some new stuff, I want to make more things. I'll still maintain it, I'll still watch it, I'll still fix problems, but I don't want to be on there all the time watching this flow. When is this high enough? Click it. When is this high enough? Click it. So I'm gonna send it to the Keeper network. So he puts a job on the Keeper network. So he goes into Keeper, he calculates how much he thinks it's worth, and he sticks it in there. Okay, he sticks the job in here, and he puts in how much Keeper the people will get paid to perform this task that he wants tasked. So when he puts it in there, all the Keeper people, they come along and they're like, hey, there's a job in here, let's run for it. So they all scramble like wild crazy monkeys, and they just building a bot to try to figure out how to best perform this guy's task, the task that he wants done. So they do it, and then whoever gets done first gets some locked Keeper. So these Keeper go into this contract. Forget about this arrow right now. This will confuse you. I'll talk about this in a second. So these Keeper that he paid here for the job sit in here in what we call bonded. So they're bonded inside here. Now, if he wants to take them out, he has to unbond them. And if my memory serves me right, it's 14 days. So he has to click unbond, wait 14 days, and then he can pull those Keeper out of the Keeper network into his personal wallet. So remember, the first person who got this done, who performed it the best, gets it done. Now, if he wants to participate in this job, this the Keeper job creator, the monkey up here at the top, he can decide to say, oh, I will only want people who have so many bonded tokens in here to perform the job. So this guy, if he had 0 bonded tokens linked to his address, then he could never actually try to do this job. He has to have bonded tokens in order to do the job, if he has stipulated how many bonded tokens are required for the job to be accepted or done. So back to this guy. He unbonded some tokens and he took them back into his wallet. Why would he want to do that? He needs to get paid, right? So he can sell those bonded tokens on some exchange like Uniswap or whatever and get ETH. And now he has ETH because he does have to pay gas in order to perform this transaction. So he's got a mathematical decide if this contract is worth it for him. He's not going to worry too much about the gas. He might consider it when he's deciding the price, because but it's up to him. He has to try to decide, when's the best time to do this, how to do this the most efficiently so that I don't waste money on gas, which is a portion of these Keepers that he will have earned, right? Now, like I said before, there are sometimes people who they want a job, but they have never done any jobs, so they have no bonded tokens. They could go to Uniswap and swap the opposite, sell ETH for Keeper tokens and then bond them up. So the idea is that when you have bonded tokens in here, and if you do the job, but you intentionally do something wrong, like malicious, like you steal the tokens or you mess with it somehow, then you can lose these bonded tokens. So it's kind of like a collateral against your intentions or your ability to get something done. Okay? Now, if you spend too much gas, don't worry about it. That's your problem. But if you do something malicious, you're going to lose your bonded Keeper tokens. So that pretty much covers Keep3R Network or Keeper Network or so forth. There's a bit of confusion about the names. You know, it's the Keeper Network, Keeper token, and the Keepers, people, the people who do the keeping, who earn the Keeper tokens, who do the work, right? But it's all pretty simple. If you see a 3 or a 3, we're talking about the network or the coins, and the people are using ER. They're called keepers. Now, if you want to know more about this, like I said, read through this. You know, you can find out what more detail here. You can get inside closely. Now, this is not really a protocol for people who are not developers. This is for coders to get to do work for other coders. So I wouldn't, like, there's no way I'm going to be buying this token. Like, you might be able to make money by buying the Keeper token, but I'm not going to do it because I don't see any use case for myself. And I haven't looked into the inflationary, like the tokenomics of the token and so forth. I just looked into the protocol and figure out what the protocol does. So feel free to take a look deeper if you want. And if you're a coder, it's probably a good place to start and learn about how the yearn volts are working and so forth, and get your feet wet. Okay. And the final place I would recommend you checking out if you want to know more is the Discord. I wouldn't go to the Telegram so much. It's not the greatest place. I would come to the Discord Yearn Talk. I'll put a link in the description as well. And you look here for Keeper3 chat. Come in here, talk to these people, ask questions here. You'll better understand. These are the people who know how it works, and these are the people who are using it, and these are the people who are best equipped to answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful and you found some value in it. And thank you again, and goodbye. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching it. If you would like to support the channel, you can subscribe and like the video and all that kind of stuff. If you want, you can follow me on Twitter at Ceazor7, and if you really want to help me, you can purchase one of my NTFs at the Rarible store here. All these links will be in the description below. And finally, if you really want to talk to me, you can join my Telegram channel, link in the description. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.